It becomes morning and I finally manage to lock the door. My beast-like panting fills the room. My head hurts. It seems like I dropped my glass somewhere. Seeing the lines all over my room, I feel nauseous. I feel so sick. I cut all of them I see. I feel just a little better. Only during the instant I cut the things apart does my heart feel at ease. But the more I cut, the thirstier I get. I know what I'm thirsty for. I'm thirsty for everything. Everything I see is pissing me off. They look miserable. I can't forgive that they are living meaninglessly even though they have death built in them. Why don't they die? They all have an end they can't escape, so why do they still exist like this? If it will end anyway, where is the meaning in existence? Everything I see is ghastly. But if I close my eyes, all I can remember is the sensation of killing. The sensation of a hard, unbloody blade, softly uniting with pulsing flesh. There can't be a greater stimulation for a human than that. A terrible sensation that almost makes me want to bite my tongue off. It doesn't matter if it is a positive or negative feeling. Especially in my case. Because my first was the best beyond all belief. It's hopeless. Arcwade. The pleasure I got from severing her body into 17 pieces still burns in my brain and won't go away. Those beautiful body parts. The appearance of a human, but with a tenacious life that surpasses far beyond that of people. The enjoyment I had from killing has faded. That time, I didn't kill Arcwade, but I must have killed my brain instead. I want to destroy everything, kill everything. I know that's wrong, but I don't think I can hold it in. My body is filled with excitement. I'm about to go insane. Shiki-sama, are you awake? I can hear Hisue's voice from the other side of the door. Okay, that was Hisue. I should have given her more of a robotic voice. I thought that was Kohaku. Shiki-sama, it is not good if you keep the door locked. If you are awake, please open the door. Open? Open the door? Open the door and let Hisue inside? You must be kidding me. If that happened, I don't know what I would do. Like this, if I stay alone like this, lying in bed with the curtains shut, I can stave off the desires that threaten to overtake my mind. That's why, if Hisue comes in here, I'll... Shut up! Leave me alone. I scream at the door. Shiki-sama? Are you not feeling well? I said leave me alone. I'm going insane and become a serial killer. Why can't you just leave me in peace while I do that? I'm fine, so just leave me alone. If she came in this room, something I couldn't take back would happen. Rape. After a deep silence, I hear her footsteps. Quietly, she walks away from the door. Now it's safe. Thinking that, I calm down just a little. I should just read a book to unwind. No, not more reading! Huh? The book that was always beside my pillow isn't there. The book written in English. I definitely can't read it, but it was a way to kill time. I search but can't find it. I can't find it. I frantically try to remember what the cover looked like, but I can't. The book. Come to think of it, why did I even put that book by my pillow? I don't know. I don't even remember bringing it here. I don't know where I brought it from, in the first place. Did that book even exist? Really, you may have not realized it. I remember Roa's irksome voice. That book, those contents. The book I read when I couldn't sleep. Was it maybe just a dream of mine? Or was dreaming that I was awake and couldn't sleep? But you were already insane a long, long time ago. Roa said such words. Dream. But I don't see those kinds of dreams. In the first place, I don't have that strange knowledge inside me. There's no reason for me to have that dream. That isn't my dream. You may have not realized it. Shut up. Then, what is that? Since when the hell did I start having dreams that belong to another person? You and I are connected, Shiki. Shut up, you're dead. You're already dead, you bastard, so stop trying your incessant calling out. I'm different from you. I'm not a killer. I'm just confused by all the after effects. Since Ciel-senpai came back, I won't allow myself to go mad over something like this. Yeah, I also thought so at first. Even if this Roa came in. I told you to shut up! I breathe heavily. The sunlight pisses me off. My throat is so dry I'm about to go insane. Shiki-sama? What are you doing, Shiki-sama? I hear Hisue's voice across the door. I can't even answer. Words. I can't even remember my words. What fills my head? What fills my head is just lust. I want to violate any female. Any female? I don't know about that, Shiki. I wouldn't say any female. There's a line that I would not cross in that regard. I start to lust crazily. Ugh! My head. I bang my head against the wall. Over and over, as if trying to split it. But still, the thought of me slicing apart Hisue doesn't disappear from my brain. Bam. 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 I hit my head on the wall. As if she was trying to compete with it, Hisue knocks harder on the door. I see. This impulse that tries to drive me insane while leaving me conscious. This is Roa. But why? I was always sane. Until I came back to the mansion, I was normal. I hear heavy knocking on the door. But I can't open it. If I open it, I'll be completely over. Or it will be completely over. I finally understand. That dream was the memory of the Roa one generation before mine. Locked up in a room, killing both her parents, ruling over her town as a vampire. The final memories of someone I don't know. There's no way out. This is not a problem that can be solved by killing myself. This is nothing that can be helped. I understand the previous person's feelings. Even if I die, the only thing to die would be my will. Then the will of Roa would take over my body completely. If that happened, things would get much worse. In the first place, I don't have the slightest intention of killing myself. Shiki-sama, please open up. Shiki-sama! I hear her voice from beyond the door. It almost sounds like it was in another language. So far away. Just one. It's just one sheet of wood between us. But it seems as far away as the moon and the stars. It's now 10 in the morning. Hisue gave up and went back. Akiya and Kawaku-san came and took turns knocking, but I ignored them. 12 o'clock. I'm hungry. But I'm still fine. I pull the sheets over me and hug my shaking body. 2 o'clock. I'm dying of thirst. I've lost all sense of time. It feels very calm. But as if I was taking stimulants, my body wants to rage around. 4 o'clock. More knocking. A name being called out. Whose voice is that? Whose name are they calling? I can't tell. 5 o'clock. It slowly starts to get dark. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Jesus Christ, Shiki. Someone comes by. Shiki-san, I brought you dinner. I think that's Kohaku. Shiki-san, I brought you dinner. You haven't had anything since this morning, so you'll collapse, you know. Kohaku's voice. She knocks on the door. Geez, if that's how it is, I'll get you to at least eat. A rattling sound. Not knocking, but the sound of a lock opening. Ho ho ho! Time to use my secret weapon, the master key. The lock unlocks. Oh God. Something tells me this is not going to be good no matter what we choose to do here. No, I have to turn Kohaku-san away. I'll just have her leave the food in here. Well, obviously I think we'd want to go with the first option because I don't think we'd want to just rape people. So, the door opens. It's too late. Even if I send her away, she's already come inside. That is true. So I guess option 1 was kind of pointless. But then option 2 is just like, oh hey, just have her leave the food here. So either way, she's still going to come inside. But still, I can't do the action called eating food. It will get me too excited and I will smash the remaining Tonoshiki within me to pieces. I breathe hard. Somehow, I have to resist it. Shiki-san, I'm coming in. What happened? Still smiling, she looks in surprise at the room lying in shambles. Her cute face devoid of fear. I don't like where this is going. Her completely unguarded, defenseless figure. Her red hair and her delicious-looking skin. Yeah, this is going into not safe for work territory, isn't it? Shiki-san? This is strange. How did all of this happen? Still smiling, she draws closer to where I lie curled on the bed. Oh no. Rape time. Hurry. No. Hurry. No. Hurry. Stop it. Hurry. Shut up. Hurry. I don't want to. Hurry. Run away. Using the very last vestiges of my will, I managed to let those words out. Eh? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Could you please say it again, Shiki-san? But it's working against me. Concerned, she draws closer to my bed. To my body. Her face, her form, draws closer, invites me in. Her white fingers touch my shoulder lightly. Her fingers pulsing with blood. Her light body warmth. Small fireworks explode in the back of my head and in my pants. Kya! Oh no. I hear a scream. My hand wraps around her throat. I don't know what sound that is. My breathing... Okay, that was Shiki. My breathing is out of control. What am I trying to do? Shiki-san? Her voice cuts off. Not caring, I grip harder. Grip. The bones in her neck crack. Stop. A small tearing sound. Her fingers dig into my arm. She must be getting frantic, being on the verge of death like that. Her nails push through my clothes and into the meat of my arm. Pain. Well, not as much pain as Kohaku must be feeling. But blood flows. It runs down from my arm and onto the hand grasping Kohaku's neck. Painted deep red. Her unresisting neck is now running with blood. I can't really feel her anymore. Just the fact that she'll die in a few seconds. Seems so funny to me I start to laugh. It hasn't even been a minute since I grasped her neck. She won't die of suffocation, but here, by my hand. For no reason, suddenly. Like a simple appliance. She'll die by having the bones in her neck break. In an instant, like being freed from demonic possession, the heat disappears. Before my eyes is the bloody body of Kohaku-san. My hand is grasping her neck any second now. I quickly let go. Without a sound, Kohaku-san falls to the floor. Okay, that was Kohaku. Kohaku-san breathes painfully with her eyes closed. Kohaku-san. She's alive. Just a little longer. If I kept going just a little longer, I would have... She's crying. Collapsed on the floor, not able to move. She's crying. Looking down. Her kimono is covered with white fluid. Oh, God. Okay, then. I don't think I need to... Wow. Alright then, Shiki, that's great. You fucking jizzed all over her. Who said that? I can't believe it. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of like confused by that. Like, what? Okay, I mean, like, I'm trying to comprehend that, because first of all, he would have had to have, like, wouldn't he have had to have his pants off or something for that to have happened? Like, whatever. Well, one hand was choking Kohaku-san, my other hand, okay. So then, basically, he was jerking off while he was doing that. Why? Like, what? Alright. Thump. It isn't over. Oh no. I'm still fully erect. And more, I guess I can read this. I'm still fully erect, and more than that, I'm not satisfied myself. I'm so thirsty. I've done such a terrible thing to Kohaku-san, but it doesn't seem to end. The truth is, my regret is fading even now as I look at Kohaku-san's neck. Her white neck. Put my teeth at her throat, and I want to suck her blood. I broke apart. I really broke down. I'm done. No longer do I have the confidence to stay sane. Outside. I have to go outside. If I stay here, I'll kill Kohaku-san. If I stay in the mansion, I'll kill even Akiha and Kisue. So before those urges come again, I have to disappear. A place where no one is. I have to go to a place where no one is, or I'll go crazy again. So I guess we just jumped out the window. Or I guess ran through the front door. I leave the mansion. What the hell is going on? I'd like to know that too, actually. Even though there's no one around, I can feel the presence of people. Buildings. From the houses around me, I sense people. With all these people here, I won't be able to hold back again. I'll choke them and then jerk off on them like I did with fucking Kohaku, aren't I? He's probably gonna do that again, isn't he? Somewhere, I have to go somewhere without any people, or I'll never be able to calm down. Where no one is. Where there's no residences nearby. Somewhere where even if I go crazy, I won't cause anyone any trouble. There's no one else in the park. There's no houses nearby. No one is supposed to be here, but I still can't calm down. No matter how far away they are, there are still houses all around here. I can see the lights from town in the distance, too. It doesn't exist. Yeah, it doesn't exist. There's no place in a city where you can't sense any presence of humans. There's really no place where I can truly be alone in this civilized city. Damn it. All around me. So many people all around me. If I walk just a little, I can catch all the prey I want. Shut up! My head hurts. Even though I finally don't see the lines anymore, I'll start to see them again like this. Wait, Shiki. Isn't this strange? Because it's not like I was seeing those lines because I was excited. Those lines are things I can't help but see when I don't have my glasses on. So even if I'm calmed down, I would still see them if I don't have my glasses on. But I've dropped my glasses. They're here. I bring my fingers to my face and find out my glasses were there all along. In other words, even if I wear the glasses Sensei gave me, I cannot control my eyes anymore. I'm hit with the truth. Just like Roa said, I just didn't realize I was already insane. That night, ever since that time, I wanted, from the bottom of my heart, to kill the bastard who was disgracing Ciel. Oh, then the headache from that time was... The headache from then, from when I was fighting Roa. When I saw those lines of death, even when I don't remember taking off my glasses, and when I got Ciel-senpai to find them for me. Since that time, even when I wore my glasses, regardless of what my intentions, I've always been able to see the lines. Senpai knew. No, she probably just didn't tell me. So as not to worry me, she lied to protect my mistaken perceptions. I see. Senpai. She told me to talk to her if anything happened. I've already memorized her phone number. Phone. There's a payphone nearby. But what am I going to do by calling her? No one can heal my body. Even Ciel-senpai can't heal what's inside me. Oh, more choices. I can't let her see me like this, or I want to hear her voice. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we don't get help, it's only going to get worse, and we're going to jerk off on more people. So, we might as well go with option 2. But I want to see her. I want to hear Ciel-senpai's voice. The only one who I can talk to. The only one who will listen to me. If she's there, then I can remain as Tonoshiki. I turned the dial. After 3 rings, I hear the receiver pick up in Ciel-senpai's voice. Hello? Who is it? It's strange. Her voice seems so warm. Hello? Hey, can you hear me? Her questioning voice. I've only been there once, but I can imagine her holding the phone in her room. I can't speak. I don't know what to say. I knew I shouldn't have called. I can't get this person involved. I should just hang up without saying anything. Tono-kun? Is that you, Tono-kun? Hearing her name, I suddenly want to cry. Or hearing my name. Yes, okay, that was Tono. Yes. I slip out a response. I knew it was you, Tono-kun. Why are you calling this late? I tell myself to stop. I tell myself to make up some excuse, tell her I'll see her tomorrow and hang up. But I can't seem to do that. Senpai, I think I'm not going to make it. I speak in a fading voice. Tono-kun? It sounds like her voice froze. Tono-kun, what do you mean? What's wrong? I mean, I can't make it. I tried to resist it, but it was useless. Like he said, it seems like I'm just a killer. And a really bad one, too. Even now, if I let my guard down, I want to slice my knife through Akiha's or Hisui's throat. Not just someone off the street, but people close to me. My sanity is about to crumble away. I'm at the point of thinking such things. What should I do? I can't kill myself. I've never been taught how to kill myself. And where are you right now? In the park. I wanted to go where there aren't any people, but there's too many houses nearby. I'm going crazy. I understand. I'll head to the school, so let's meet there. There's no houses nearby, so won't it be quiet? That's right. At school, there won't be anyone there. Alright? Please wait at the school grounds. The line cuts off. I exit the phone booth. Senpai, I can see Ciel Senpai. I don't think anything will change when I see her, but I still want to see her. My body starts to get hot again. Hoping I won't meet anyone on the way to school, I leave the park with uncertain steps. The school is dead quiet. There's no houses nearby, and it's very quiet around, so it's very quiet around here. I take off my glasses and cut the lock on the school gate with my knife. I can't believe it. Even without thinking about it, I seem to have put my knife in my pocket. Probably, so at that time, I could kill someone. Or, so that at any time I can kill someone, excuse me. I fall to my knees as soon as I get to the school grounds. I brace myself off the ground using both my hands. My whole body is hot, but I don't feel like I'm not me anymore. Probably, by violating Kohaku-san, the impulse momentarily subsided. So apparently all I have to do is rape people, or masturbate on them. Gorge rises in my throat. My mouth tastes bitter. I haven't eaten anything today, so all I can vomit is my stomach acid. Kohaku-san. It isn't something forgiven with a mere apology. So I can't apologize. How can I offer my atonement to her from now on? That conversation so many days ago. When Ciel Senpai helped me while I was in the depths of despair after I killed Arcwade. That person, she told me that there weren't people who sinned and people who did not sin, but there are only people who can and who cannot atone for their sins. But what should I do? My committed sin, the wounded mind, can it be atoned for? It suddenly gets darker. The sound of footsteps. I didn't realize it since I was face down, but someone is coming. Under the moonlight. Did that person darken the sky with her shadow? Are you trying to repent, Tono-kun? Ciel Senpai asks in a cold voice. Senpai? She really came. I want to see her face, so I lift my head like I'm looking up at the night sky. What the fuck? Huh? But this. Oh shit. She's got a fucking javelin. This isn't the Ciel that I know. You're about to get impaled, motherfucker. Her bare arms have the tattoo of a cross on them. Her cold eyes as if watching someone she doesn't even know. Senpai bears an uncouthly weapon with an aura of coldness that doesn't suit her. I know this. Inside my brain, I know what weapon this is. This has to be what's called the Seventh Holy Scripture, one of the Apocrypha that must never be removed from its resting place. Senpai? As I expected, you were Roa after all, Tono-kun. With her frigid eyes, Senpai asks with a voice that is equally cold. Or speaks with a voice that is equally cold. I start to feel a shiver up my spine. For no reason. No, my instincts in my brain work full force to tell me the danger, and I jump back. Still, with her mouth shut, she takes a step forward towards me with that ominous weapon. She has no openings whatsoever. If I run away hastily, if I show my back to her, I know that thing will pierce my heart and I will disappear without the opportunity of reincarnation ever again. Or for reincarnation. Even though I don't have that knowledge in my memories. Why? I just wanted to see Senpai again. I understand. Roa is already surfacing, right? Then it is too late already. Lightly, she takes another effortless step forward. That figure looks like... What are you doing, Senpai? You look like you're going to kill me. Probably because she is. She doesn't answer. She just stares at me like she's trying to find out where she can aim to kill me quickly. Senpai. She's serious. She seriously plans to kill me. Creak. My nerves feel the imminent death before me. My spine is screaming and the back of my neck is numbing. But more than this fear of death, I can't believe this person is saying such things. Why? I don't know. Senpai, you said you'd stay here for my sake. With a start, Ciel Senpai's legs stop. She looks at me and grins. Your goodness really is a rare treasure. It is a good thing to trust people, but if you were a little more composed and thought about it clearly, you could have maybe got away. First of all, didn't you ever think about why I came to the school in the first place? I didn't do it just because I wanted to, you know. Senpai? You knew my goal was to destroy the serpent, Roa. Coming here to this school was because I knew Roa's reincarnated host was here. But since I didn't know for sure, I needed to check things out for a while. Wait a minute, what in the world are you... What is she babbling about? I don't know. I really can't understand what she's talking about. She ignores my bewilderment and keeps talking. I told you before, Tono-kun. Roa has requirements for the family he decides to reincarnate into. If you think the other way around, you just have to look for families with those traits. When you know that, finding him is very simple. It's easy to find families that have special abilities passed down through their blood once you do a bit of research. In this city, there's only one family that fits Roa's requirements. So, I knew from the beginning who Roa was. What? That's strange. If she knew from the beginning, she could have killed him or caught him right then. From the beginning. She knew who it was? Yes. Look, don't you realize it now? You know, Tono-kun. I came to this school to catch you from the beginning. Wait. I just want her to wait. But a little mistake happened. I was watching you from afar so as not to stimulate Roa inside you, but I concluded that you might be Roa's new reincarnated. You might not be Roa's new reincarnated host. But the eldest son of the Tono family had to be what Roa reincarnates into. There is no mistake in that. So it had to be a mistake for you. So what had to be a mistake was you, Tono-kun. Ciel Senpai speaks matter-of-factly. I can't say anything. Looking into it, you were fatally wounded 8 years ago and adopted by your relatives. What happened afterwards was exactly as Tonoshiki said 2 nights ago. I don't know what happened to the Tono family 8 years ago, but you were killed by that kid called Shiki. No, it's more like your life was stolen. As a result, you became connected to Shiki, who was Roa's host. A direct voice without emotion. I don't know this Ciel Senpai. Or is this the true Ciel Senpai? And the kind of person I knew up until now was all just... Up until now, there should have been times where Roa's memory would flow into you through Shiki. He is a vampire that manipulated the shapeless thing called a soul. For Roa, you two who shared one life, were a finely crafted double existence. That's why, when Shiki's body was destroyed, Roa didn't need to reincarnate. He still had a place to run to. You. Cold. As if hating her enemy, she detests me. But it's all over now. I wasn't prepared to finish it so suddenly that one night, but tonight is different. I really am fortunate in a way. If Arquette had destroyed Roa, he probably would have reincarnated again. I can't believe this. That's not true. Go ahead. Please keep denying it and play dumb. That makes my job easier. Still, a metallic rattle sounds from the weapon. It doesn't change the fact that I can finish you off easily no matter what you do, Roa. Her laughing voice causes me to finally understand. She isn't lying. Her eyes aren't looking at me. Her feelings never did have anything to do with me from the beginning. What is this? Then from the very beginning, you always thought of me as Roa? Senpai. Being friends with me was all just... I can't say it. I can't finish that sentence. If I do that, I feel like everything will turn into a lie in that instant. Of course, after Shiki was destroyed, the only reason why I stayed in school was because Roa had not disappeared. Since Roa is a student here, it's more convenient for me to stay. I would never go back while leaving you here. That's what she told me once with a smile. That wasn't for my sake. She stayed here just to search for the still living Roa. That is the only reason why she gave me her phone number. Then that too. And those times too. And when she saved me that one night too. And those sad eyes too. It's all lies, isn't it, Shiki? That's right, Shiki. This is nothing at all. Those memories, they are nothing at all. I just thought I loved her, and that she loved me back. What a joke. They were all just an illusion made from a play. All of it. All of it was a fairy tale made up of lies. I understand. But, Senpai, how did you know Roa was still alive? How did you know Roa reincarnated into this Tonoshiki? Of course I knew. Because it's about myself. Senpai says something I can't understand. About yourself? Yes. The one who sought out the Tono family and chose it for the next host was me. Well, unless Roa's consciousness awakens, I couldn't tell that it appeared, so it wasn't that useful of a memory, though. Senpai, what are you saying? What am I saying? It's an old story. It's a story from 8 years ago, but there was a girl like you who didn't know anything. She was 16 years old when that impulse began to stain her. But before that, there was nothing. She didn't have any special power like you did, Tono-kun. She really did live a normal life without knowing anything. Helping out her father, going to school. Terrible at waking up early, but always helping with the store in the evening. She really did think that she would carry on her father's work. Just now. Scenery that I've never seen before flashes in my head, yet I feel like I've in fact seen it somewhere. Her story feels like it's very similar to a dream that I saw. But her dream wasn't fulfilled. With her own hands, she destroyed the happiness that was there naturally, because she was Roa's reincarnated host. Her body had great ability and Roa was pleased. She tried so hard to resist it just like you, but it was useless. In the end, she drank the blood of her father and mother and slowly killed the townspeople. That child, maybe she went crazy then. You understand, right, Tono-kun? You can't stop it. Stop, or you shouldn't, doesn't even enter your thoughts. Isn't it strange? Even though you still have your consciousness aware, or your conscious awareness. Senpai? Don't tell me that story is... But that nightmare came to an end soon. That woman in white came and pierced her heart. Yeah, I know. So the girl died, and Roa reincarnated as Tonoshiki. But that girl, she couldn't stay dead. That's Ciel. But that girl, she couldn't stay dead. Quietly, almost laughingly, she says this. Her dead body was taken to the church and preserved as a sample of a vampire returning to human form. But, though I don't know what kind of fate it was, her body was a special body and had an abnormal reviving ability. One day, 3 years later, even though she shouldn't have, she came back from the dead. It's strange, isn't it? Even though it was just a discarded shell of Roa's soul, it still came back to life. After that, things were difficult. The church viewed the child as heresy and killed the child, but no matter how many times they killed her, she wouldn't die. I'm sorry, can I complain a bit? That girl, she underwent an entire month of life only being killed. Every single day, without even a single moment of rest, she came back to life only to be killed once more. Every day, all day. What? A body that can't die? Flesh that will return to its original state no matter what happens? Roa, the vampire reincarnated as Tonoshiki, said that about this person. It seemed so painful. Senpai healed no matter what wound she received, But every wound she got caused her face to contort in pain. Every day of that? Every day, all day, without a single pulse, living to be killed and coming back again? And then the people of the church finally realized this was too strange. All the problems that no one can deal with or solve are handed to the place called the burial agency. There, she was taught what happened to her. In short, she was a contradiction. She was a human born as Roa. Even though the personality of her first 15 years was hers, the name of her soul was Roa. While she was herself, she was also Roa. So, it is a contradiction if the girl called Roa is dead when Roa is alive. The progeny of the existence Roa, this daughter of Roa, cannot die before him. Whenever this world has even a slight error, the world corrects it to preserve itself. So, that child, as long as Roa's soul still exists, will exist for all eternity. No one else but the world itself fixes the error automatically. The clergy said the child was outside the cycle. As long as Roa lives, it will forever be stopped. She cannot die of old age, since she cannot age, and even if she was burnt to ashes, time would reverse itself to return it to its original state. Such a monster, it usually would have been sealed away forever, but she happened to inherit the magical knowledge of Roa. The clergy of the burial agency said she would be useful and brought her into the church. 5 years since then, she chose to discard her name and live as one who hunted vampires. More than Roa's master Arquade, I can tell where Roa's soul exists. The reason I don't have to tell you, right? Right. It doesn't need to be said. But I don't want to admit such a thing. I said it before. Ciel's goal is one thing and one thing only. I want to die as a human. I didn't understand what those words meant then. But now I can understand at least a bit of it. Or can I understand at least a bit of it? I can't. It's almost regretful, but I can't. I can't understand that feeling of wanting to die. As long as I'm alive, I'll think about wanting to die, but I never would truly mean it. But that's all Senpai wishes for. A way of thinking which was transformed into that. A life that makes you wish only that. I don't know yet. With my own hands. I don't know the pain of killing the ones close to me with my own hands even while still conscious. And I don't ever want to know it. But this person has lived through it. So, is that why she just wants to die? That's wrong. It's not. I simply want to die as a human. Her voice sounds cold. I can only nod. Both her wish and her pain, I understand. I don't want it. Oh, that was cheeky. I don't want it. I don't like my treatment or Ciel's wish. I don't want to think this is reality. But time waits for no one. With a metallic rattle, the agent called Ciel steps forward to kill me. As if saying there's no need to talk anymore, Ciel's hands lift up that weapon. The seventh holy scripture. The weapon that the reincarnation-denying church created. A scriptural canon inscribed with every possible impeachment of reincarnation criticism. It's an item that is scripture yet an apocrypha. A weapon yet a scripture at the same time. If I'm hit by that, my soul itself will disperse into nothingness. The bayonet rises up. The tip comes towards me, but slowly. If it is Ciel, she should be able to pierce me without even noticing it ever happened. There's no time to think. I might want to save here because I feel like we're probably going to die if we don't. Escape forward or escape backward? Well, I don't think it'd be a good idea to escape forward because I'm assuming that forward would be running directly into Ciel. Backwards, behind us, would be the school, so I'm going to escape backwards. Because that seems like the only sensible thing to do here. I jump back instantly. With just lightly jumping back, I increase the distance between us many meters. The one who's surprised is me. Weapon still at the ready, Senpai pursues me emotionlessly. I run towards the school's front gate. My body is almost frighteningly light. I run as if slicing through the wind. Even if Senpai's athletic abilities far exceed those of a human, she can't chase me if I'm like this. And then, my body stops suddenly. No matter how much I try to move forward, my legs won't budge. What? When I turn around, there's a sword pierced right there. A thin, nail-like sword is pierced into the ground at my feet. The sword is piercing my shadow, which seems to be the reason why I can't raise my legs from the ground. Why, you? I gather up all the strength in my legs. But no matter how hard I try, they don't even move 1 millimeter. And there. How careless. Even if you were to run away, I'll bet there was a better way to do so. The member of the burial agency nicknamed Bo appears. Senpai? Is that really her nickname? That's a really stupid nickname, I'm sorry. I can't allow you to leave as your body is transformed into a vampire already. Here, I will exorcise that soul. The sound of her footsteps. Like the sound of a condemned criminal walking up to the 13 steps of the gallows. Farewell. At least with this. She speaks in a small voice, almost inaudible. She plants the point of the weapon against my heart and pulls the trigger. Okay, so did we get a dead end? A brief explosion. I cough up blood. After a flash of light that seems to blow apart my brain inside my disappearing self, I see my soul being scattered away like the pages of an old book. We got a dead end, didn't we? God damn it! That's the first time I've actually had that happen in one of these fucking playthroughs. Will you take Ciel Senpai's lesson? No, I think we'd better probably just load the game instead of listening to Ciel some more. Alright. I guess we'd better go with option 1. That was... I don't understand why we'd want to escape forward, though. That's a stupid thing to do. Whatever. I'm not trying to understand this game's logic. I fall forward. I felt from before that if I turned and ran, my heart would be shot from behind. That's true, but I think either way you'd be fucking shot. Whatever. Yeah! Her sword flies past my head. Oh, okay, that was her. Yeah! It seems really slow. I evade her attack, move right beside her, and... The instant I tried to run forward, Senpai's movement changed drastically. In an instant, with a speed that makes her seem to have literally disappeared, she swings her weapon horizontally. The rush of the wind fills my ears, and for some reason I am standing many meters away from her. She clicks her tongue and glares at me. Ow! My left arm hurts. What? Huh? I'm surprised. From the elbow down, my arm is broken. Not broken normally, but my lower arm is bent in the shape of a triangle. Is that even possible? Sacrificing your arm to save your head? If you don't do anything, I would have ended it painlessly for you. Or if you didn't do anything. What? Even though I didn't notice it, I must have broken my arm defending her attack. Aren't you going to pull out your knife? She looks at me with a bored expression. She's looking down at me. She looks down at me as if saying she could kill me at any moment. Pain. Pain shoots from my arm to my brain. The blood from my broken arm seems to flow like poison into my nerves. Sharply. Just with that, my mind fills with a white blankness. She continues to look at me with those cold eyes. You break my arm. You still act that way? Do you know how much this hurts? Making such a fool of me. Making such a fool of me. Making such a fool of me. If that's how you're going... don't know. If that's how you're going to be, Senpai. I grip the knife in my pocket. I'm not just going to stand here helplessly. The hard feeling of metal. And let you kill me! With a quick snap, I take out the blade of my knife. Are you stupid? Instantly, her body explodes. Well, that was easy. No, that's not right. She crouches down low to the ground, almost like a lizard, and runs up towards me in a flash. She closes the distance of 6 meters in a flash. She's not in my vision at all. Her whole body is below my knee height and explodes upward from there. A thud. From right beneath me, her bayonet accurately shoots directly for my throat. Gah! I gasp. Pain. Is there pain? Yes, I can still feel pain. Conscious. Am I conscious? Alright, I still have that. My body. My body is not okay. A dripping sound. It's coming from my left shoulder. Looking at it, it's already a waterfall of blood which pours straight down. Just now, the bayonet didn't hit my throat but my left shoulder. It hurts. It hurts so much the word pain doesn't come close to describing it. But I'm alive. Still, I'm alive. My body is away from her again. I smell a whiff of gunpowder from my shoulder. Just now. The instant that bayonet pierced me, she must have pulled the trigger. I was blown away by that, and there's distance between us again. To happen twice, that must mean it's not a coincidence. With that much blood pouring out, not dying from shock must already be a sign that your body has begun to change. Ga-chang! A metallic sound. The sword on the end of that weapon changes into a new one. The sword that shot me just now falls and turns into pages of a book and scatters. That's ridiculous. But that ridiculous thing is really frightening. That just touching me carries a fatal poison. Death. I'll die. Without a doubt, I'll be killed. Will I die? Is that what I'm scared of? I don't know. My shoulder is burning. Hot. It's so hot, as if my entire body will burst into flames. She readies her weapon once more with another metallic clang. Twice. Withstanding that twice can be nothing but a miracle. The next time will certainly. I imagine that bayonet piercing me right in the face. That's more repulsive than frightening. Death is, no matter how it happens, something useless, dirty, and disgusting. I like myself, so I don't want that to happen. Is that why I'm scared? I don't know. Come to think of it, I was always able to see death, but I never thought about death at all. No, that doesn't really matter now. I have to escape. I don't want to die, so I have to get away. You won't take off your glasses? A simple, plastic voice. Those words. I gasped at their meaning. Because taking them off means I would see Senpai's lines. If that happens, I might kill her. Isn't that what you've been kind of trying to do? What are you saying, Senpai? A chill runs through me. The air suddenly becomes saturated with a murderous intent. I can't spend any more time with you. Please just die already. Her figure plunges low again. She's coming. Even though I know she's going to run towards me again, it's hard for me to even see her. I can only think of escaping. If I don't want to be killed, escape is my only option. Fortunately, our distance is almost 10 meters. If I run as fast as I can make it to the school building. Maybe I might be able to do something if I can get into a less open space. My back. Something pierced my back. My body falls forward. Just a little more. And it was just a little more before I could enter the school building. I lift myself up with one arm. What sticks through me is one of those swords that looks like a nail that Senpai was using before. Why, you... I must be numb to pain, and I pull out the sword, skewering my back from behind. Since it penetrated through me, I got mad and pulled it out from my chest. Alright. Now I can escape inside. I bet wouldn't his organs be falling out or something? Or like his, I mean, if he got pierced through his chest, whatever. At some point, you just stop asking these questions, What do you plan on doing by escaping, Tono-kun? Before that, I hear Senpai's voice from behind me. You still don't understand? How fast do you think you can run? How fast do you think you just ran here? Why are you still alive after receiving that fatal wound? Yes, these are the questions I have been asking. Thank you for asking them for me, Ciel. I'm pretty sure Shiki's not going to answer them, though. My mind begins to white out. Don't let her trick you. Don't let her trick you. Hasn't she been deceiving you all along? Don't listen to her anymore. If you listen, you'll die. Ignore her. Don't accept it. Even if it is the truth, this body can only reject it. Stop it. Jeez, there's nowhere for you to run to. You can only fight or be killed. But if you can't fight, you can only die. Her footsteps. With the sound of her footsteps, Senpai approaches. I leap. My back, my shoulders, my arm are almost dead, but I leap as if it were nothing. I can't even believe it myself. Still breathing wildly with a speed that matches Senpai, I run into the school building. I run. Without thinking, just wanting to escape, I continue running. But I'm at my limit. Is it because I'm out of breath, or is it that my wounds won't let me move and my arms and legs anymore? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. My breathing becomes more forced. At the end of this hallway, coming onto a wall aimlessly, I fall. I fall on my back and try to get back up, and feel foolish for doing so. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, I lean back against the wall. Throwing back my head, I take a big breath of air. The moon. Looking up, I can see the moonlight through the window. Is it because I'm so exhausted? Everything I look at seems vague, as if everything was covered in a mist. Vagueness. Does that mean it is indefinite? The same as me? The same as the person called Tonoshiki, indefinite. Ouch. My shoulder throbs in pain. If I was as definite as this pain, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I'm starting not to understand, or to not understand. I always thought I was Tonoshiki, but that was a different person, and they tell me I'm just an adopted son from somewhere. Being adopted means I should have memories of before I came to the Tono mansion, but there's nothing. I only have the memories of Tonoshiki. In the night sky is the solitary moon. It's incredibly strange. Why didn't I realize it until now? Tonight is so... In the end, just what was I? It's stupid not knowing anything about myself and just disappearing like this. Everything is so vague, it's stupid. A world where I can see death. A vision where I can perceive death. That day 8 years ago, I was able to meet Senpai and I was able to live normally. I can still declare that it was proper to meet her. But, Sensei, I guess I was someone who shouldn't be alive. I should end my life while some part of me can still think that. But I can't do it. I can't kill myself. Even if it is pointless, even if it is a mistake, I want to keep on living. If I die, everything will become a lie. I want to keep on living. No matter how wrong it is, no matter how many things I have to lose, I want to keep on living. Only her. If only I had Ciel Senpai with me, I wouldn't care what else I had to lose. For that sole reason, I have to keep on living like this. But that is all over now. These past 5 years. Was it a long time? Was it a short time? I don't know. Liar. I don't want to hear those words. I have to thank you, Tono-kun. I guess that was cheeky talking. Liar. I have to thank you, Tono-kun. My work here is done now. All that's left for me is to take responsibility for all my actions. Liar. Yeah. But maybe there was some truth in there too. Because even though she deceived me, not even once. Thank you so much for everything until now. It has been a long time since I've been this happy. So let's finish this with a handshake. You big liar. Not even once did she lie to me. Even though I'm not going to be here, please stay friends with me, Inoue-kun. I wanted to be a student, like you and Inoue-kun. But that person herself was a lie. I can't even think that smile could really be a lie. But this is what reality is. Ciel is a lie, and she was staying near me only so she could kill me. I was fooled. She did not love me at all. And when she helped me, I was completely lost too. And the time we spent during lunch breaks for no reason too. All of it was just to confirm if I was Roa or not. I grit my teeth. I grit my teeth hard. Damn it. I scratched the wall in frustration. Yeah, I was tricked. Ciel got closer to me, calculating everything. Even still, feeling pain in my heart, I scratched the wall. Yes, I was tricked. But still, I can't hate Senpai. There's no way I can hate her. Even if it was all a lie for her, I really enjoyed it. No matter what, that's still true. It was only less than 2 weeks since I met Senpai, but I really was happy. Damn it. That's why I can't hate her. But that's an illusion only for me. That's why I regret only that. My vision wavers. Outside the window lies the white night. It's quiet here, almost like the bottom of a deep sea, wavering quietly. Everything is fake, an illusion that disappears when you approach it. Like a mirage you can never grasp. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Kill her? Inside my head, I hear those words. If you don't want to die, slice her apart. If you think you're not mistaken, slice her apart. Just slice her apart already. Slice her apart. 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 Slice, 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 slice. Jesus Christ, Tono, I think we get the point. It looks like I'm really done. My head starts to rage again. But still, I don't want to die. If I don't want to die, there's only one thing to do. The footsteps get louder. Her shadow grows larger. Aren't you going to take off your glasses? Even knowing what it meant, she said that. In that case. Take off my glasses. Don't take off my glasses. Even though it's probably going to get us a dead end, we're not going to take them off. Because taking them off would mean we're going to try to kill her. So let's just not do that. Then what do I do? No way. I bring my slightly trembling fingers up to my glasses and throw. Clang. The dull sound echoes through the hallway. There's no way I can do that. I shout angrily at the other person inside my head. It's the first time I ever wanted to kill myself. Clang. Clang. The hard object rolls along the floor. I don't see any lines. What I threw away was my knife. I won't take off my glasses. I'll never do that. It's just that, since I don't have the confidence in myself, I threw away my knife. If I kept holding it, I knew I would have done something worse than dying. And then, she arrives. Neither her emotionless eyes nor that foreboding weapon change. She stops in front of me as I sit on the ground. How come? She doesn't finish me off. We just both stare at each other aimlessly. I have one question. The tip of her bayonet aims at my chest. Why didn't you take off your glasses? Why didn't you try to fight me even once? Or fight me once? It's simple. It's just that the thought never crossed my mind. I can't do such a horrible thing to you, Senpai. Horrible? Are you stupid? I'm going to kill you. I'm not your senpai. I told you everything was a lie, and you still don't understand? Her voice sounds irritated. She's really angry. I realize that even though her face is calm, her arms and legs are literally shaking with anger. I know. Senpai, you were deceiving me up until now. This person called Ciel Senpai never existed, even from the beginning. I understand that. If you understand, then why? It's okay. Even if Senpai is a lie, it doesn't matter. I really had a lot of fun. The time we spent together may not mean much to you, but it was very dear to me. That's why it's okay. Even if it's all a lie to Senpai, the fact that I was saved by that is still true. That's why it's okay. These past 2 weeks were really fun. But if I hate you here, I'll lose even that. Even if it's a lie to you, that's only half of it. As for my half, I want to make it real until the very end. Although exchanging my life for that might be a comical wish. For that you are going, that's Ciel. For that you are going to throw away your life? Such a wish. Your wish is something that small? I see. Maybe it is kind of small. But right now, that is the second dearest thing to me. I can only think of one wish other than that. I have seen many people, but... She takes a step forward. This is the first time I've met someone as stupid as you. Senpai places the tip of her bayonet right up against my heart. How come? She doesn't pull the trigger. The eyes looking at me completely empty. Those emotionless eyes that Senpai shows me. That doesn't mean she's a cold-hearted person, but simply she can't deceive herself. So in the end, I suppose all she can do was just kill her emotions. Yeah, I finally realized it. That whenever she showed those eyes, she wasn't fooling me. She was fooling herself. You're not going to kill me, Senpai? I forgot. In the end, I still must hear your confession. I am a member of the church, after all. Oh. I don't have anything to confess, but can I ask something? Yes. Please make it short. Yeah, it'll be quick. It's just, I was wondering why you look like you're going to cry. Like a jolt, I think Ciel's body trembled. I'm not crying. Certainly, her face is stone cold as she tries to deny this. Or she denies this. Hearing that, I even tilt my head to the side. But, all the same, But you still look like you're about to cry. I don't know why, though. That's just your imagination. I don't feel anything. The only emotion I have is the desire to die as a human. There's nothing else. She says this with her emotionless eyes. It's terribly sad. Knowing she's lying right now is just too ironic. How terrible. Even to the end, you're going to lie to me, Senpai? There's no response. As if she was frozen, she doesn't move. What about you? You're lying. I don't think your wish is to be killed here by me, right? Of course. Because if you die, there's nothing. I've already experienced it once, so I understand that. To tell the truth, I want to live. But I don't want to just live. Yes, I don't want that. Even if I manage to keep on living, there's nothing for me after that. The person called Tonoshiki would die and would do things just like this person experienced. But more than that. If I live here, that means Senpai will be gone. I would not be able to bear living like that. Senpai, everything was fun up until now. The times I spent with you in Arihiko weren't bad. Even during breaks when you came, it was fun, almost like a dream. That's probably what my wish is. It can't ever be granted, but I really want that kind of life to continue. You still don't understand? I already said it was all fake. Yeah, but still, it was really fun. The instant I say that, my heart calms down. It's okay if it's just an unreachable illusion. I don't care if it is a mirage that never existed in the first place. No, maybe because it was an illusion, even now, the times I spent with Senpai feel so dear to me. No matter what, I can't escape now. Then, if I can just keep watching that dream, then it would be such a great... How? Foolish, she says. And she slightly moves her bayonet. She sticks it into my chest. Or, it sticks into my chest. Just a little bit. It only goes into me slightly, like a fingernail's depth. Her eyes have stopped. All that's left is for her to take another step and it'll be all over. But that final step doesn't start. Bracing the bayonet, she stares at me with her emotionless eyes. She grits her teeth painfully. I see. It must be too difficult for her to do it while I'm looking at her. More than anything else, I also don't want to see this person's face on the verge of tears. So I won't trouble her anymore. I decide to close my eyes and accept my end. Thump. My heart quivers. Even though I'm prepared, the nausea and chills don't go away. Thump. Thump, thump. Thump, thump, thump. My throat is burning. My fingertips shake uncontrollably. I know. I know this is the best way, but still, I'm just scared. Pant. I frantically try to hold my breath that tries to spill out. She simply has to move 10 centimeters forward and I'll turn into a mere lump of flesh. Even though I'm supposed to be ready for this, my fearful heart is scared of disappearing without a trace. All I do is frantically close my mouth and try to accept my fate. It would probably be hurt if I got stabbed in the chest. I think you'd probably be dead too. I'm scared of not being able to think like I am right now. Sweat beads on my forehead. But still, I don't want to speak. If I quietly let everything in, Senpai will probably won't have to feel guilty. I hear a gasp. Why? A forced voice. Why? How? The sword sticking into my chest quivers. How can you not hate me? No. What's quivering is Senpai's voice. I'm trying to kill you. I've deceived you until now. I've betrayed you and mercilessly hunted you down. Why does your face look so peaceful? Tap. With her sword still in place, she takes another step towards me. Answer me! I'm going to kill you, without any regards to your own will, just a one-sided murder. Then you won't be compensated unless you hate me, right? Senpai questions me with burning intensity. Quit it. I'm working so hard to resist this fear, but if I answer now, my feelings might flow out. Or are you really just that stupid? I'm exterminating you as a dirty vampire, so why? Didn't I tell her it was nothing earlier? Because it isn't your fault, Senpai. Slice. The tip of the blade cuts into me further. It must have broke the skin because the fresh blood seeps over my chest. Sharp pain. The wound isn't even deep, but just the slightest penetration by the seventh holy scripture causes my mind to shatter. My body shakes uncontrollably. The blood in my body reverses flow and I almost cough up blood in my pain. It hurts, right? I can actually terminate you without making you feel pain, but I'm hurting you like this on purpose. Unless I enjoy this, we won't be able to call it even for all the time I had spent with you until now. She seems to be speaking with difficulty. The bayonet plunges deeper. The pain causes sweat to pour out from me. I feel like my insides are going to flow out through my mouth. See? Don't you hate me, Tono-kun? So please hate me. Tell me I betrayed you. Tell me it would have been better if you never trusted me. If you don't, I won't be able to kill you. Her voice shakes as she says this. But that's just strange. It's better if I don't hate her, but she still wants me to hate her. It's like she's telling me that being the bad guy like this is her punishment. But that is an impossible order. There's no way I can hate her. I just can't hate this person who looks like a child on the verge of tears. You can't be serious. I can't hate you, Senpai. Stop it, please. Why are you saying this till the very end? I'm the one who's to blame, and you were just a victim. Isn't Senpai a victim too? And no matter what, I'll be taken over by Roa soon. Before I make mistakes like Ciel Senpai did, I have to kill Roa. There isn't any other way to vanquish Roa than my death, so it just can't be helped. It's okay. It's not your fault. More than that, I'm sorry. Sorry to make you do this, Senpai. Stop! Stop it, she says in a quiet voice, and her bayonet pulls from my chest slightly. No. I can't let Roa escape. The tip of the 7th Holy Scripture wavers. But that should end soon. I can't allow that, Tono-kun. A grinding sound. Senpai grits her teeth and stops the 7th Holy Scripture. The tip of it points at my heart. I hear her sucking a breath. Even with my eyes closed, I can feel her finger gripping the trigger. Click. Right before the hard metallic sound. Thank you. Even if it was a lie. There. Thank you. Even if it was a lie, it was good having you as Senpai. In the end, I say what I wanted to tell her the most. And nothing happened. Right? I think. Maybe. I can hear a voice. I don't know what sound that's supposed to be. Oh, okay, sobbing. I can hear a voice that sounds like a crying child. A loud thud. The metallic pile falls to the floor. A bayonet sticks into the wall behind me like a spear. What sound is that? Hick, hick. A pained voice. I realize who that voice is coming from, and I open my eyes slowly. There isn't the senpai that was there just now. The one I see standing before me is just a girl crying painfully. Her hands are empty. The 7th Holy Scripture lies fallen on the floor. The bayonet that should have pierced my heart is thrust by my side. Senpai just cries. I don't know what she's sad about, but she cries so painfully I expect her to cough up blood. Senpai? I call out to her. That's not fair, Tono-kun. It's not fair. Hick. Her throat convulses as she shouts like a spoiled child. Saying such a thing isn't fair. Why can't I? Her tears course down her face. I can't, even though I can kill myself at any time. If you say that to me, I can't. She seems ashamed to see me. Saying thank you like that, I can't let such a happy person die like that. She covers her face with her hands and continues to weep. Senpai, seeing you cry makes me troubled. Because I won't know what to do. My words might have been the wrong choice, as Senpai cries even louder. Jeez, why are you doing this all of a sudden? I don't even understand why I did that. But I can't leave this person who's crying in front of me, so I pull her to me and embrace her. We collide with a thud. Senpai collapses against my chest and continues crying as she stifles her voice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. With a quivering voice, she says this over and over. What is this? Then, the real lie was Senpai up until now. Finally, I get to meet Senpai. It was about an hour after I called her, but I feel like I've waited for her so long. You don't have to apologize, Senpai. I just wanted to do so, and I embrace her with my still functional right hand. A voice like something stretched was just snapped. Senpai finally stops crying. Thump. Thump. I can hear the heartbeat of the person across from me like my own. It's awfully quiet. I can't find the right words to say. But staying like this, just hearing her heartbeat is good enough. What I really wanted, what I really wished for was just a small thing. Like this, it was just fine having Senpai like she is. Senpai, your body is warm. No, the one who's warm is you, Tono-kun. I am a very cold person. I did such terrible things to such a nice person. No, Senpai. I'm not kind. Even now, I just want to touch you, Senpai. Yeah. I just want to stay like this forever. It's okay. I'm still alive, so it's okay. I guess that's Ciel talking. If we can keep doing this, it's okay. I died once a long time ago. After that, I realized how much happiness it was just to be alive. A world where death can be seen. A world where I can see death. Every time, things like that are easily lost. But that's why being alive is happiness. To feel that, being able to feel Senpai's warmth like this, is an exceeding happiness by itself. Senpai, you really are dear to me. I don't want to die. I want to live as much as I can, and I want to be with you like this. Damn it, that's Tono. And I want to be with you like this, Senpai. Firmly, I grip her hands. So, I want you to live. Please, please don't say your wish is to die. There's no answer. Thump, thump. Just the beating of her heart through our skin. No, that can't happen. Suddenly, she speaks in a crying voice. That's the only thing that kept me going until now. I could die. If Roa disappeared, I could die. I must die. That's why I could bear everything so far. Because I killed my father and mother. Because I killed everyone. Because I became like this. And because I tricked you and tried to kill you, I, without delay, have to die. Why do you have to die? Certainly you've done a lot of painful things, but that wasn't your fault, Senpai. You say that, but I did them all with my own hands, Tono-kun. No! The one who's at fault is Roa. There's no reason you have to die, Senpai. But there's no reason for me to live either. Saying that, Senpai gives a mirthless laugh. I know I don't have the right. I did so many horrible things. But why? She asks with a quivering voice. I don't deserve to be happy. That's why I never thought of it. That's why I never even dreamed of it. But why? Thud. Like a crying child, Senpai beats her head against my chest, or her hand against my chest. So why now do I see this sinful dream? She buries her face deep in my chest as she says this. It was so fun. Even though I knew it was all a lie, and I'm just playing out the life where I'm having fun, I thought it was fine the way it was. It was so much fun, I didn't want it to end even if I knew it was all a lie. An almost dreamlike happiness that I wanted to always last just one day longer. I see. What we wanted, what we wished for, was the same after all. But that selfishness can't be allowed. I have to kill Roa quickly and receive my punishment. I have no right to live as a normal life like you, Tono-kun. Such a thing, I understand without you saying it. If I'm wishing for such a dream, and I can't even kill you, I can't do anything but disappear. There's no longer a reason for me to stay here. Senpai speaks with an anguished face. Farewell. I was really happy to hear you thank me. Senpai pulls back from me. The heartbeat I felt up until now cuts off. This person has told me farewell so many times. Even that time, with a smile, she said it as if it were very important to her. Farewell. I really did want to be a student like you and Inoue-kun. Really, why didn't I ever realize it? She would always say those simple things, as if it were a distant dream for her. No, it's not a dream. Kya! I pull Senpai's body back towards me. You stay here, bitch. Less out of love and more out of sorrow, I draw her close. Tono-kun, that's enough. No, I won't be fooled by your lies anymore, Senpai. I hold her close to me as she tries to escape. If you want to continue, then go ahead and do so. What you're talking about is definitely not a dream. That's impossible. Why? After all, it really happened in reality. It's a way of life that you wish for. If you wish for it, it will come back. Please don't call such simple things like that a dream. It's impossible. I've hurt you so much, Tono-kun. It's too late to go back. Oh, that's okay. I don't mind, so you shouldn't either. See, I think I got to experience something as rare as truly being chased by the one I like. I try to sound as jokingly cheerful as I can. Senpai is silent. And tonight, you looked really cool. Those clergy robes are good too, but your outfit tonight really suits you too. And all those tattoos. I was really lucky to see it. Senpai is silent. Senpai, you look different without your glasses. You were handsome, and you looked older. You were handsome. Okay. As expected, Senpai is silent. I think Tono is a little bit confused about her gender, apparently. No matter what I say, Senpai does not answer. I try as hard as I can to soften the mood, but fail miserably. I don't know what else I can say. Senpai, say something. Or you don't want to talk to me now. Senpai doesn't answer. She just pats her forehead on my chest, softly, like a murmur. Idiot, is what she ends up saying. Tono-kun, you're an idiot. I'm not the person you think I am, so how can you be so nice? Because I don't want you to cry. I want you to laugh. I want you to cheer up. But I don't have the right. I don't have the right to receive your kindness. A right to receive kindness? I didn't have such a thing earlier. Or I didn't have such a thing either. But still, the one who laughed it off and told me that I didn't need such a thing was her. I don't know. I don't know your circumstances, and I honestly don't care. I'm not being kind to you for your sake, so don't worry about it. That time, after I killed Arkwade, and when I could only think of killing myself, just like what you said to me that time. Well, I think I'm doing this because I want to be kind to you. Your circumstances have nothing to do with this. It may be a bother to you, but just think of yourself as having been caught by a mean-spirited underclassman and give up. Harder. I hold her even more strongly to me and press our bodies together. Tono-kun. I don't know about your sins. I like you. I love you, Senpai. That's why I'm being kind to you. Everything else doesn't matter. I just want to be happy with you. I want to be with you forever, so I don't want you to die. But But still, if you say you don't want to be happy, that's fine too. I'll just do what I want, and no matter how much you might hate it, I'll be by your side and make you happy. So please, don't say farewell anymore. Saying that, I bring my hands to her face. Shiki-kun. After she says this faintly, completely naturally, our two lips come together. Yeah! Gonna get laid tonight!